headphones. All right. I found them. Let's see if that fixed it. Let's see if that fixed it. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. Thanks. Oh. All right. Okay. So, if there's anybody watching, I think I saw a few people watching. Let me know if it looks better. It looks better on my end. I just kind of turned down the settings a little bit, and it seems to have helped. I did die, though, so... I have to heal up. Should put that away. Yeah, no, you won't. I'll put this here. Actually, don't I have a spot for books? I do. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Kind of sucks that the stream got tanked early on, but one of these guys ganked me while I was dealing with the stream choppiness issue. I could still hear that little spider clicking around somewhere upstairs. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Wakey, wakey. Ooh, silver key. I'll take that. I need to go up a level. God, this guy doesn't have regeneration. I don't want to start this fight over again. Oh, daggers. Didn't have those before. It was just junk. And some screws. Alright. Oh, that's right. I can't make those daggers here. I think I got enough of these screws. No, I want that over here. Some coins. I'll sell those. I don't need them. All right. I'm going to grab a couple of these. Because I see something I want to go investigate. We'll see what we can find down in this cave. Oh, you know what? I got a level. That's funny. Alright, do we have any glitched lights down here? That's like the main thing I came down here for, is I want to see if I got some glitched lights. No glitch lights. Okay. We'll go down the other tunnel then. At least this one's a short tunnel. Ooh, we got a glitch right there. Really? You're gonna just right up on me, huh? All right, well, that's one. Any more? I see another glitch. I don't think there's going to be any more, though. Nope. I don't see any chests. I don't see any vaults. I think it's time to get the heck out of town. Banzai! And back to the ship. I picked up a couple earlier. How many do I have now? I thought I did. Maybe that was a different playthrough. So I've got 2. Thought I had a few more. Guess not. But 2 is all I really needed for my idea. Although, more is always better. All right. Just gotta chill here for a minute and heal up a bit. Well, maybe I'll go get that. Two, nice. I wonder if there's any fuel-soaked dirt on this rock. You know, I'll probably see it better from higher up. That looks like some fuel-soaked dirt. Because that is dry dirt, and this is darker. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put this over here. Because I don't need 3 of these. I've only got 4. And it's only 1 engine for every 2 refineries or extractors. There's might be some more down there. Check this one first. Yeah, that's some fuel-soaked dirt right there. I'm going to set up all 4 of these because this is a pretty big patch. Oh, he thinks he's clever. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I need to get some fuel here real quick. Let's chop down this tree. All right. I'm gonna need more than that. I'll chop down this one as well. You know, I heard people talk about, 5% lifesteal on the amulet it's not very much. I mean, a perfect lifesteal rune is like 16%. Why would you ever go that? Like, the 5% that you get from that amulet is already very powerful. A 4% lifesteal rune on your axe or your sword or whatever, on top of that amulet, like you're virtually unkillable. You'll run through an entire dungeon, and at the end, you'll look at your health bar, and you'll still be at like 98%. You pop a few blueberries, and you're back at full health. Maybe. Oh, good. I don't have to go back to the ship now. I was like, oh no, I forgot the key. Oh. Slappy, go down the hole. You would think that an advanced race would have more modern looking torch holders. Like, you know, with light bulbs instead of torches. Why did I take that torch? I don't want this torch. I'm gonna go put it back. Oh, no, wait, it's over there. Still be worth at least $2 grand. Uh-oh. Anyway. Ooh, the leak tank. Okay. Ooh. Why is this guy dropping jungle blueprints? Dun, 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 dun. Level 35. Let's see what we got. I'm done over here. We're done with engineer. Let's start going into potions. Yeah, because that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, and then what's this one? Instantly kill, maybe? Maybe a master bows? No. Well, I got 36, 37, and 38 here. And then 39. So I got these planned out. So I don't really need to worry about it till level 40, so I'm not going to stress on it now. Oh, I didn't even use it. I thought, okay, well, we'll put this here. There we go. Increased stun duration. Here we go. There it is. Hey. Come on, stay there. Alright, I'm gonna go back to... Yeah. I sensed danger afoot. I didn't want to come back to this ship, but I also don't want to die with an inventory full of stuff. Sky Pierce. Okay. I should put this fuel away. Oh, that's right. Let's keep it up here. I'll put these down here. Well, look at this. It happened again. Chunks of the ground disappeared. It seems to be... Because this is the second time this happened, and both times I had these things running. See, check this out. Watch what happens if I go. You see how I just fell right through? And now I'm, like, inside the island. Like... And I can't... like, the only way to get out of here is to fast travel back to the ship. I have never seen this before. But I just saw it for the first time yesterday. It just happened again. I wish, but you can't actually see inside. I mean, you can a little, like you could see down to the cave below, but like... I guess it could work a little. Like there's something orange there. Oh, this looks like sulfur. Yeah. Look at him. He wants to get down here, but he can't. And you can't get out here because you're not meant to dig from this side. See? Like I'm not supposed to be in here. That's why I keep taking damage. I'm just going to go ahead and cover these up for now so I don't fall in there anymore. Oh, it ran out of fuel, that's why. Put sticks here, that works. see here. Nope, that one's done. What about here? Oh, this one's got a ton left. This is... Alright, there we go. It's done. Like, these are great, but just standing here watching them work is kind of a boring thing. Just gonna put this one here. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go... Where is that pit that I cleared out? Not this one. I think it's over there. Yeah, no, it's not that one. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the ship and look for it. Need a bird's eye view. There it is. All right. That one there. Put that one there. Need some firewood. And we... I'm just going to turn this all into sticks. So I can put it all in there at once. Probably fall down the hole. Yeah. What the? Welcome back, William Kimbrough. How you doing? You got it just in time to see me eat one. I'm gonna check on these. They should be done. Yep, they're done. Oh no, they're not done. They're just out of fuel. There we go. How's the stream, guys? Is it strong? Is it good? Had some issues earlier. Had to restart the stream. Oh, you guys are watching as a couple. That's cute. Well, that's good. No lag's good. Yeah, my better half is watching Legends of Evantris right now instead of me. It's okay. She's been obsessed with them for like the last 3 weeks. Come on, you call that a power attack? Alright, I'll take it. Kill's a kill. What is... Oh, I already have that one. They gave me the same one. Oh, you just think, oh, I'll just stand behind the poison. He can't reach me here. See, now that was a good hit. 600 points of damage? That's a good hit. Actually, I don't need this. I'm not going to take it. Don't need any of this either. Junk. Alright. Ooh, iron. Always use more iron. Hello. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we got any more glitch lights down here. I have a build I want to do. I need glitch lights. Ooh, look at that. There's two right there. And there's two of these right here as well. Twofer. Ooh, another one. Again with the... Ah, I need life steal. 74% speed boost. And 16 on a necklace? Speedy Gonzalez is right. You know, it's my problem is I got used to having lifesteal, so I just stopped paying attention on my health bar. And now that I don't have it, and I need to be paying attention on my health bar, I'm just not. So even though there's no one thing that's hitting me particularly hard, it adds up over time, and I get avoidable deaths because I'm not paying attention. Alright, let's see. I already got that one. Like, there was a time when you could pop those off. And those, you could stick them in the grinder and get out steamer ingots. That was fun. They patched that out already, like a while ago. That's funny. I was just talking to my wife this morning, and what were we talking about? She asked me something like, it was some argument that a friend of hers was having with her husband, and she said, "You would never call me stupid," or something like that. And I'm like, "Of course not, sweetie. You're the wife. You're always right." Man, 41 years is impressive. I am on my 8th year. Still going strong. We never really got like a proper wedding ceremony when we got married. We just went down to the Justice of the Peace, so we were planning on doing vow renewals on our 10th. But that's going to be expensive because her folks are in South Africa, so I got to fly them over, and because you know her dad wants to walk his little girl down the aisle. Yep, wife equals boss. Now you're getting it. That's the secret sauce of a happy marriage. Do as you're told. Okay, I don't think there's any more glitched lights down here. And I've got plenty anyway, so... I only needed like 2, maybe 4. And I've got 5 now. For what I want to do. That's plenty right there. Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, we're joking about it, but I mean, honestly, the reason that most marriages fail is because guys care more about winning than they do about their wife. And it's like, you know what? You gotta ask yourself, is this fight really so important that I would destroy my marriage for it? And like a 99.999% of the time, the answer is no, of course not. Like, if you actually care, you'd just be like, you know what, this isn't that big a deal. I'll walk away, I'll let her calm down. And oftentimes, like, if you've got a good wife, you walk away, you calm down, you let her calm down, you come back later, talk about it, and you guys can work it out rationally and reasonably. And if you can't, if you're trying to make it work, if you're doing all the right things, like, you know, listening and compromising and, you know, trying to work with her and make her happy, and she's not returning the favor, then she might be the problem and maybe you should go. I don't know how many times I've sat down with mine and she talks to me and we work it out. And sometimes we come to the conclusion that she's right, and once in a blue moon, I get to be right. She gives me permission to be right. Hey Raven, how's it been? Haven't seen you in the stream in a while. Got that wrench symbol in his name because he's the fixer. Raven's the one that helped me fix the stream. Oh, you guys can't see the wrench. It's only on my screen. There's a wrench next to his name on my screen. Where did I... Can I put it over here? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, please go here. Where did I put the pipe? I had 106 pipe, and I know I didn't use them all down there. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of my pipe? Oh, it's right here. It's on my hotbar. I knew it was there. I was just testing you guys. Y'all failed. I see flashing red. That means they stopped. Yeah, that's why. Ran out of fuel. And they maxed out. These things only have a capacity of 30 each. Need to go chop down another tree. Ooh, there's a chest here. And I already looted it. Both are engineers, so math is the logical compromise, numbers are unbiased. But always in her favor. That's deliberate. Yep, math is math. Numbers don't change. Until they do. Start putting these down over here. I'm gonna move this guy over here. Ooh, iron. Oh, where? Must be those worms down there. See, my wife and I are total opposites. She is a historian, and I'm a tech guy. I'm a future guy. I like science, I like gaming, I like computers. She likes dusty books and artifacts and dig sites. Must be above. Because I can hear it, I just can't see him. Oh. I don't know if either one of these can reach this block right here. Because it's 3, and I don't know if that's like linear or taxicab. Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 if it's taxicab. But if it's linear, it's 1, 2. Well, looks like they got it. Okay. All right. This well is dry. Let's see how we're doing on wool. Oh, wait. Wrong box. Close to 3 stacks. My goal is 3 stacks. Because then I could put 100 in each engine, and that's, what, 1,000 minutes? Iron-rich equipment, then use the processing and hundreds of iron ore. Oh, yeah. I only mined up that ore because it was, like, there and I needed to kill time. But yeah, like, one of my favorite ways to get iron is to just go around and collect all of the torches or the fire pits around the villages. And not only do you get iron, you also occasionally get wood out of that. So it's just, like, double, it's a double resource. It's like there's nothing that comes out of those things that's not super useful. When somebody gives a pro tips, it's like, you know, you say pro tips, like, you know, that's me, right? I mean, like, very rarely do I refer to myself as like a pro gamer, but if there's a game in which I'm a pro, it is this one. What is that little blue thing right there? Oh, it's just a plant, okay. You know, there's one more thing for me to check before we leave, because this is a big island. So I'll bet you it's got a few scrappers on it. And I got that nice life scan now. The range on this is ridiculous. There's one. Wait, but I saw something. Oh, it's just a bird. One of those flit wings. I don't think there's any more. I wish that they would make this scan like a, because you have 3 ranks of it, right? And each rank is like this is rank 1 and it's like 350 range. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, 350, and then it comes up to 5 and then 650. I would be fine if they just said it's a flat 5 and it doesn't change. So like the maximum goes from 650 to 5 and just leave it there. But each rank, instead of extending the range of the scan, extends the duration. I would sure love for this to have like an extra 10 seconds. And if each rank just like, you know, this lasts for what? 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. Yeah, it's about 5 seconds. if they made it so that at rank 3, it lasted like 15 or 20 seconds, that would make it way more useful. Like level 1, it lasts, I just, you know, if it lasted like 10 seconds, that would be way more useful. And then each rank after that gives it an additional 10 seconds. Or an additional 5, you know, 10, 15, and 20. I think that's reasonable. I mean, 650 is not that far behind me. I'm sitting at what, like 890? Of course, that doesn't count all the time I put in on the demo. That's probably like another 1,000 hours. Yeah, I am fast approaching the 2,000 hour mark. I got nothing on was it not Sizzlepec has like 24, and then Czar has like 3,200 hours or something like that on the game. Which I don't know, like, was this game like privately uploaded on Steam on the back end? Like, how do they have that kind of Steam numbers? Because I got the game like 3 days before everybody else, because they gave me an early copy for a promotion, like 3 days early, and I still only have 870 hours. So how did he get 3,000 hours? You'd have to basically like turn the game on. And I actually did the math on this at the time. If you had turned the game on and left it on and just never logged out, you'd still only have like 1,600 hours. I mean, I'm always like I'm hesitant to, in general, like call myself an expert or a pro, because I know I'm not the best one out there. There are people out there that are just, if they're able to see combos that I can't see, they're able to develop strategy. What is this arc? This is a really weird, unnatural looking arc. Anyway, I mean, there are players out there that are like on a whole nother level from me. They are as far beyond me as I am beyond normal mutants. All right. This island is scrubbed. Let's head out. Oh, wait. I forgot to turn off my... Well, that is my goal. I was like, you know what? Excuse me. I want to, like, help people. You know, like, I don't know how many times there have been games out there that I'm like, there's nobody that's like teaching this game. Like, there's, you know, I just learned the other day that there's an NPC in New Vegas that has a secret unlisted quest. He's voiced by what's the name of the actor that voiced Machete, or not voiced, but played Machete. He's that one really famous Mexican actor. He's in a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies. Got the mustache. Anyway, he voiced a character in New Vegas. He was a mechanic and a ghoul. And you come across him out in this one really remote cave where he just kind of lives there. And he is a companion. Hey, just flipping work. Welcome back. Slappy's cooler. Thanks. Oh, you know who does know, though? Machete actor. Danny Trejo. That's his name. So there's a character in Fallout New Vegas voiced by Danny Trejo, and you can have him as a companion, but he's got this unlisted quest that if you go and talk to 3 specific NPCs in no particular order, he will pull you aside and have a conversation and be like, hey, these guys are really cool, maybe I should be a gunslinger. If you say yes, he gets this really cool Mexican gunslinger with like a sombrero outfit. But if you make a 66 speech check, you can instead convince him that, no, dude, you're better as a mechanic. Like your talents are there's a lot of gunslingers out there, but what you can do is special. Instead, he'll get this like armored jumpsuit, and he'll give you a perk that makes all of your weapons' durability go down 75% slower. And I'm like, because either you've got this really cool, awesome, badass companion, or your weapons just don't ever break again. Either way, it's awesome. I'm like, I never knew about that. I to be fair, I only have like 700 hours into New Vegas. Whereas like Fallout 4, I think I'm close to 3,000, and Skyrim, I was at like 2,000, or well, I had the original that I was at 2,000, and then the anniversary edition I'm at like 2,200. So if you count them both, because it's technically the same game, I'm at like 4,000 for Skyrim. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to tell you guys. Where is it? No. Monsters. I found a rotten int a while back. But at that point, I was so strong that I killed it in like 3 hits. And it was unremarkable. I didn't get anything interesting. Ooh, we're back in a swamp. Or not swamp, a jungle. Let's stop here for a second, let some islands load. Yeah, I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream. Because Obsidian is now a subsidiary of Microsoft. And Microsoft got a new boss in charge of their games, their game division. And she's like, you know what? Everybody likes Obsidian's Fallout. We need a new Fallout game. Obsidian, cancel all your... She didn't just say make another game. She said cancel all your other games and start Fallout now. They canceled like 3 other projects. And they laid off a bunch of people because they're like, we're not doing anything else until this new Fallout comes out. So we could get it in, you know... I mean, they made the last one in 18 months. And I imagine that they're going to want to take a little bit more time to make... Because as good as New Vegas was, it had its issues, but the parts that were good were so good that it overcame the issues. But there are like huge areas of the map where there's just nothing there because they just didn't have time to make anything to put there. There's just a few monsters and some bushes and that's it. And so there's like huge swaths of the game that are just empty. And so if they had more time, I know they've got stories and stuff that got left, like whole sections of content that never got made, that they're like, they've got all these ideas they never got to use. So I don't know if it's going to be, like, they haven't stated what kind of game it is. It could be a remaster of New Vegas, it could be New Vegas 2, like a sequel, or it could be some completely new other project. they weren't really there weren't really a lot of details. All we know is what was the name of that game that Obsidian made? Not Dishonored. They made a game that was like kind of had a jingle jangle. But they were making a sequel to that other game, and they canceled that because they're like, no, Fallout's better. Make that instead. Yeah, I mean, if they've already got assets and they've already got a bunch of story ideas they didn't get to use, I think we could get it in 2 years, considering the fact they have a bigger team now and they canceled all their other projects. Like I said, it took 18 months for them to make New Vegas. So I think what they would do, it might be a little bit more than 2 years. It might be like 26 to 30 months. I think that they'll have it coincide, have the release of the game coincide with like season 4 or whatever of the New Vegas or the Fallout TV show. But I mean, like, they kind of missed, if they do a New Vegas sequel or a remaster, they missed the boat on that. What they should do, because right now we know they're going to Colorado, because that's where the Ghouls family is. So season 3 is going to take place probably in Colorado. Maybe they'll go and visit the what are they called, the White Face or the White Hands tribe in Utah, in the that national park in the Lonesome Heart DLC. So they might go there. But there's no reason why they couldn't have season 4 continue on to like Chicago or something, and have the show in Chicago at the same time that Fallout Chicago is coming out, or something in the Midwest. You know, they could do like where's the St. Louis. They could do St. Louis and have something going on with the St. Louis Arch. Although another game already kind of did St. Louis. What was the name of that game? And it was a game that also had a TV show tie-in, where like stuff that happened in the TV show changed what was going on in the game in real time, because it was an MMO. I forget what the name of it was. Defiance. That's what it was, Defiance. There was a Defiance TV show and a Defiance MMO at the same time. And it was set in St. Louis. So I don't think they would do that just because it's like, well, somebody already did that. But like, there's no lore for Chicago almost in Fallout. There's almost nothing. So Chicago's right. It's ready. And there's a lot of stuff there that's, you know, primed for them to use for a show. We'll just see some super mutant behemoth throw the Chicago bean at the player. Or they could have like a bunch of ghouls worshipping the bean. Anyway. Yeah, suffice it to say, I'm pretty excited about that news. Everybody in the Fallout community is. All right. That's the game, not the, you know, so what I did was, to fix the stream earlier, I lowered my bitrate a little bit, because I noticed that the bitrate that I had was higher than what's recommended for YouTube. I also switched my encoder from a software to the AMD hardware encoder. And that seemed to fix it. Ooh, wait. I'm going to stop right here. I see a boss. You guys see him over there? That unnaturally perfect round gray circle in that swamp island? Yeah, baby. Let's see, which one am I? Oh, there's another one over there. Look, there's one here and there's one over there. Double Wraith Lords. Let's see if I can get an Azure Requiem. We got 2 tries here. I've never gotten an Azure Requiem. I've gotten the Wraith Knight's helmet. Which one do I need? Armor. So let's see. I've got the Wraith Lord boots. I don't have the armor. I don't have the Wraith Lord's chest armor. I have the gauntlets. And I don't have the helmet. So I need the chest and the helmet. That's right, he's indestructible till he finishes his... You gotta let me do my intro! Ugh. Oh no, you don't. Whoa. I didn't know he could throw you that far. Wow. Oh, me too. I was super pissed. I started a second stream and I think it heard me cussing. I might have to go and delete that one. Oh yeah. Boxed up and ready to go. I want to keep him nice and weak. Throwing it over there for? Alright, well, I mean... It's something like that, yeah. I had one that only lasted like 2 seconds, though. Because there was the initial one, and then there was the one that lasted 2 seconds. Then there was the second try that I got frustrated and just hung it up. And now there's this one is the fourth one, yeah. But I think I'm probably going to go afterwards and delete 2 and 3 because... Well, I mean, 2 was only a couple seconds. There's nothing to save there. There's no reason to save it. And 3 was the one where I got potty mouth. Did he raise any dudes? Alright, he's not making any more guys. Let's finish him. I already got the boots. Lame. Alright, I am out of potions now, so I need to make some more. Wow, this teleport has taken a long time. Jeez. That was not the stream. That was the game, guys. Aluminum. Right? I do. I have a video where I talk about finding the refinery or extractor, whatever it's called. And, but I also talk about finding the Grimverd Golem in that video. The refinery. So I have a video about the refinery. Is there something in particular you wanted to know about Fuel Liquid, or you just wanted to know how to find the refinery? I do show it in the video. I show you how to find it. It kind of looks like a factory with, I think it's like 2 or 3 smokestacks on it. And then there's like a small building off the side. And you'll find some, or no, that's the incubator. The refinery is found in, you know, I bet I could find one. I could probably just show you. Because there's a couple different types of structures where you can find the because it's not a big building. It's just like a little shack. Let me see. Nope. 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 Maybe on that island. I'm too far. I can't see. Nope. Well, let's see if I can find it, because I saw one earlier out the corner of my eye. And I just ignored it because I already had them, but... So there's like 2 main ones that I can remember. There's one that's just like a little shack. And there's another one that's like, it's a catwalk that's off the ground a little bit, like 2 or 3 blocks, in a cross. And in each of the cross, like there's one going north-south and one going east-west for like 5 blocks in all 4 directions from the center. And then in each one of those little nooks or corners that's formed by the cross, there's a circle. And in each one of these 4 circles, there's like fuel-soaked dirt. And some of the circles have busted machines in them, and those are the refineries. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not the building I thought it was. Oh. Oh, this is something else. I don't know what this building is. Get out of my face. I've been in this building before. There's nothing special here. There's just some steamer stuff. There's just standard, generic steamer nonsense. I thought this might have been the building where the incubators are, but they're not in there. But this, I think there might be a fabricator in here. Yep. The ones with the 4 circles are much easier to spot because it's like 4 circles next to each other in a square. And it's so unnatural looking, and it's like out in the open. It's not like under an overhang like the shack is. You can see it from your ship. In fact, ooh, that might be one right there. Yeah, that's one right there. Alright, check this out. This is one of the 2 places where you can find refineries. See, there's 2 refineries here? And they're super... You saw how far away I was when I spotted this. This one is super, super easy to spot from really far away because it's such an unnatural shape. And so once you find it, what you'll do is you'll get out your compass. You'll go, you see how there's a gear here? You'll press E. Now, it doesn't do it for me because I already know the recipe, but... Stupid fly. There's a fly in here, in my office here, and it just keeps landing on my screen. When you press E, it's just like when you learn how to make any of the ship components for the first time. Like, 2 little feelers will come out and it'll do like a blue scan of the item and you'll get the recipe, and then you can break it for parts. Yep, just like the incubator. Correct. First time I found one of these, I didn't know I was supposed to scan it. I just broke it, thinking that it was like, you know, a block. That when you break a block, you learn how to make the block. And I didn't get the recipe. Bamdi, bamdi, bamdi. Actually, I'm going to go ahead because there's a fair amount of fuel in there. And you see, like, I didn't have to look for very long to find this. I'll let you know if I come across one of the shacks as well, because they're less obvious, but once you know what you're looking for, they become obvious. You'll see those shacks and be like, oh yeah, I know what's in that shack. Oh, one of the things with placing these, when you put it down, this nozzle is always on the opposite side from where... So if you're facing this way, it's going to be on this side. But if you're facing that way, it's going to be on this side. There's just the one. There's like a trick to placing these. And you can have up to 2 of these operating off of a single engine. That's why I have 2 engines for 4 of these. All right. Where did I get... Oh, right, I was just at a jungle biome. Actually... You know what? I'll just toss these in here. Like, I'm not hurting for jungle wood right now. And just, you know, this only has a capacity of 30. And see, it says 46. You have to come over here and remove the 30 to get the other 16. Otherwise, it'll just shut down and stop pumping. Same with this. They're all... When they hit their maximum capacity, they just shut down. The effective radius from which they can draw fuel is 3 blocks. And I believe that's also 3 blocks down, but only 1 block up. So if I were to put that down here, it could get this block up here, but if there was another one over here, it couldn't get it. The fuel? Oh yeah. So each one burns for 10 minutes. It's way better. It is far and away the best fuel in the game. It's not even close. The next best one is logs that burn for 3. Then sulfur, which burns for 2. Planks burn for 1. And sticks that burn for 15 seconds. See, see, 93 of these gives me 93 minutes. Watch this. 500 minutes. Oh yeah, I don't just, because like, I mean, you see, I don't just use the pipes for functionality. I also use them for like decoration. Like, I don't need both of these here, but I thought having this here made it look cool. And it's like, you know, making it look cool is half the fun. There we go. So, a full stack, 50 is 500 minutes. So a full stack of fuel will burn for 2,000 minutes, which is, what is that? 2,000 divided by 60. Where's my calculator? There it is. 2,000 divided by 60. 33 1/3 hours. So that's 33 hours and 20 minutes. That's like almost a day and a half. You could turn your game on, turn your engines on at noon, and come back the next day at midnight, just in time to see your engines shut off. You accidentally deleted your ship? How'd you do that? I do agree that logs are much easier and more plentiful to find, but if you put the time, because liquid fuel's not, the problem with liquid fuel is not the quantity. Because you can hit one island, and like this island right here you saw, this is a smaller level of an island, and I'm getting like 300 out of it almost, far more than a stack. And the problem is how long it takes. I gotta stand here and wait for it to extract all that fuel. But it's worth it, because each one of those takes 10 seconds to extract for each drop of fuel, but each drop lasts 10 minutes. So, yes, it takes me a while to gas up my ship when I've got 8 engines, but then I don't have to gas it up again for like a month. Because think about it, if it burns for 33 hours, and you play... Like, I play, because I do this for my YouTube channel, I play like 8 to 10 hours a day, but I'm not flying around for all of that. I might fly around for a total of an hour or 2 a day. Maybe a little more on a day when I'm exploring for like a new rare item that just dropped, but that's not common. I'd say I average about 2 hours of flight a day. So at that rate, 33 hours of fuel of flight time is like a month and a half for me. And again, I play above average amount of hours because I'm doing it for my YouTube channel. Most people play 3 to 4 hours and they're like, you know what, I'm done, I'm going to bed. So for most people, a full tank of fuel is like 2 months. So it's, if you do the math, you sit down and you actually like think about it, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of work, you got to find it, but it's worth it in the long run. Because you only have to do it like once, and then you have to think about it again for a long time. Let's see here. We gotta sort this stuff out. Already had that one. It's like, you know, I see people, there's a lot of nuanced deception in this game. That's the best way I can put it. That if you look at something just at a surface level inspection, it looks bad. Like, for example, the Scarlet Scythe. The Scarlet Scythe looks bad. But, like, if you... the reason it looks bad is because the base damage is very low. But it's also got this hidden ability that adds damage to it and makes it one of the best weapons in the game. But you can't tell that by just looking at it. The only way for someone to know that, oh my god, the Scarlet Scythe is a monster, is to actually go out and use it and test it and, like, build a character around it. I was having a discussion with somebody on the Discord, and they're like, no, Scarlet Scythe is... I'm like, I'm telling you, I bet money that the Scarlet Scythe is like a secret, like, murder weapon, like a monster. And sure enough, I went and I did a build about the Scarlet Scythe, and I tore the Colossus to shreds. Like, I absolutely destroyed the Colossus with the Scarlet Scythe in, like, it was like 10 seconds. It was insane how fast it went. I like, literally, you can go watch the video and my reaction is like, whoa. Because I knew it was going to be good. I didn't. It even surpassed my expectations. So, like, and there's a lot of that in this game. And I believe that the fuel is like that. A lot of people look at the fuel and they go, nah, that takes too long. It's not worth it. It's rare. But if you actually sit down and, like, do the math on the numbers and stuff, it's not that rare. Let me go check my pumps. Look at this. The blocks disappeared again. Apparently the extractor now extracts the blocks hitboxes. Every time I've used the extractor, this has happened in the last 48 hours. Which tells me that this is something new. Why did it stop? Oh, it's done. Okay. Right? It's like, whoa, jeez. What the heck? Yeah, there's like this secret extra damage that you don't know how much it is. It just says it adds damage if the target is bleeding. And it turns out it adds a lot. There's not been a patch that I'm aware of. So I don't know what, but every time that I have used the refineries in the last 48 hours, this happens. Where it hollows out the whole island like this, and I could literally just jump in. Look at this. And then the only way to get out is to teleport out. I'm gonna go submit a bug report after I'm done with the stream. All right. Empty out here real quick. I'll toss these in here. Alright, where was that? Because I only did one of those wraiths. I didn't do the other one. I think it was this way? It's hard to tell. Nope, it was the other direction. I hate it when there's fog. Did I do the other wraith? I don't remember if I did the other one. I don't think I did. Alright, I gotta go back and find it, because I think I moved a little bit. Look at him, he's just standing there, just all grumpy. He's like, I can't reach you. You gotta come down here. But I can tell you guys one thing. If a new Fallout game comes out, I am going to be doing videos on that. Because that's my wheelhouse. That's my jam. Also, because I don't want to, like, tie my channel to, like, just one game. Because if that game gets bought out by, like, Sony or something, and then they decide they don't want YouTubers making content anymore, then they can just claim my entire channel and shut me down. Like, I don't know if you guys heard about what what Microsoft is doing with, they just argued in court that, Minecraft servers are, what's the word I'm looking for? Piracy. And that they're illegal. And it's like, Minecraft servers are illegal. They're piracy. That's your whole game. And if some itchy scratchy lawyer at Microsoft decides they want to start going, well, you heard what the head counsel said. So I went and filed a bunch of lawsuits to shut down a bunch of... I went and shut down Hypixel, and I went and shut down 2B2T, and... You want to have a backup. Because there's some people out there that are like, I don't care if it destroys our brand. It'll make good profits in Q4 of this year. Yeah, absolutely. The game would absolutely die. And, you know, for like the first 20 years of Minecraft, like Mojang would never consider doing something like that. And I think at present, Microsoft wouldn't do anything like that. But if they ever got it in their head that, hey, our server offerings that we have, you know, where people come and rent their server from us, is not doing well because of these third-party non-affiliated servers, they might decide, well, we're going to have a program where if you want to have a Minecraft server independently, you have to buy a special license from us to do it, and it costs thousands of dollars a month. Like, this is not like a crazy thing either. There are these venture capitalists that are going around and they're buying up all of the companies that make and maintain all of the software that fire departments use to monitor emergencies in their city. And then they're going to the fire departments and they go, hey, you know that cool piece of technology that you bought? If you want to keep using it, you now have to pay us $5,000 a month. And they're like, we don't have that kind. We're volunteer firefighters. We're like, our budget is $50 a month. And if you take this away, people are gonna die. And they don't care. They're like, we want our money. We don't care. Not our problem. You guys can go back to a bucket brigade. Worked for hundreds of years. Pay up or burn. So it wouldn't, I would not be at all surprised if some new generation of lawyers comes in, takes a look at what's going on with Mojang, and they're like, why are we letting these people use our IP without charging them? Like, we're losing lots of money by not charging all these server hosts license fees. And there are some servers, because, like, Microsoft wants to be able to, like, if you go on an official, like, Microsoft Mojang server, and you do something that violates their terms of service, like you say some inappropriate stuff, or you try to, like, do crime of any kind, they want to ban you. They want to ban you from the game. And not just servers. Like, I don't think they're going to push for it anymore, but there was a period when they were talking about, like, banning you from single player. Like, you can't even run the game at home privately on your computer, which I think is dumb. If I paid for the game, and I like it. Look, if I'm on a server and I'm acting a fool, yeah, ban me from the server. But that you could ban me from my own computer in my own home? No. You're exceeding your authority. And so, like, what some people did, because they don't want to be subject to that, is they made it so that their server doesn't honor that. Basically, you could use banned or cracked clients. And they did that as a form of protest against Microsoft for doing that. And Microsoft said, well, if you're allowing banned accounts and you're allowing cracked accounts, that's piracy. Those are unauthorized accounts. So the entire server and everyone that logs in it is now guilty of piracy. Yeah, that's why I don't think they're going to pursue it. Because they have not just Hytale and Everwind. There are several really good games out there. There's, what was that, Cosmic Quest that someone showed me the other day? There's also Lay of the Land. There's, what's that other really granular one that's like, it's like the caviar of Minecraft, of voxel games. Because it's like really high end and really like an acquired taste. What's it called? Vintage Story. Yes, thank you, Black. Yeah, Vintage Story. So there's like Minecraft used to be the unquestioned king. They are not anymore. There are contenders for the heavyweight championship voxel game champion. That, you know, there's people vying for the crown, so they can't be as cavalier with Minecraft as they would like. They can't say, well, we're just going to ban anybody that uses one of these cracked accounts, because then everybody will go, all right, well, I'm just going to go and play Hightail then. Or they might start looking around and then they discover Everwind or they discover Vintage Story or one of these other games. Like, until the other day, I'm like, I didn't realize how many of these games there are now. And as much as Microsoft would like to be like, well, we invented, or Mojang invented, and we bought the right to say we owned the concept of a voxel game. Like, we're the original innovators. So they might want to go around and start suing and shutting down all these other games, but that is not going to be great for, like, fan goodwill. You know what I mean? Like, if they did that, I would never play Minecraft again. If they just went around and started shutting down other games, if they shut down Vintage Story and they shut down Hightail and they shut down, like, I'm never playing Minecraft again. This becomes a Fallout game. Not even, because that's also Microsoft. I would have to find a game that's not made by Microsoft. I'm like, I'm never promoting any Microsoft product again if they did that. Where is that? Yeah. I mean, every time they come out with a new update, it's like, oh, look, we have chairs now. Like, okay. Like, oh, look, you can have a pet ghast. All right. That's kind of cool, I guess. They're such, like, small. Oh, look, there's a new wood type. And this wood's alive, and look out, it's gonna get you. Like, the creaking is a cool concept and all that, but... And? I mean... You know, they're... Because the game, Minecraft, is so far along, and so developed, and so fleshed out in a lot of ways, there's not really much space for them to expand. I mean... Actually, there is places where they could do a lot of, like, really welcome expansion, and they just avoid it. They're like, oh, well, we don't want to do any more in the Nether or the End until the overworld is, like, fully fleshed out. It's like, okay, then finish the overworld. Like, the most recent update is like, you just gave us pillows. Like, that's an update now, is pillows? And then when they do put something in that's interesting, like the Dapple Forest, like, that's actually kind of cool. I like the look of it, and I would love to have red and orange and yellow leaves. But instead of putting the Dapple Forest in the forest, they put it in the plains biome. Why? It's a forest. It's in the name. It just doesn't make sense. And there have been some people that make the argument like, well, the colors are unnatural. All the other forests are green. It's like, no. Yeah, not all the other forests are green. What about the cherry biome? It's pink. Like super, super bright, like pastel pink. The color is not the problem. The color's cool. Anything that gives us more colors to work with is great. It's just like the implementation. And I've heard people say that they're too vibrant. What do you mean too vibrant? It's color. You want some, like, nerfed, muted, like, bland, wimpy colors? No, I want some, like, nice, bright, like, it's like, you know, anybody who says that the leaves are too vibrant, it's like, go to New England in the autumn and just look around. It's spot on. They nailed it. Yeah, I don't even know why they bothered with the AI. Nobody needed it. Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. It's useless. It doesn't do anything. And just the letters AI is enough to put people off of the game. It's like, oh, you guys got AI? I'm quitting. Bye. I don't even need to try to use it. If you're using AI, I'm not. I'm out. And it'd be one thing if they did it in an interesting way where they're like, all right, we're going to use the AI to give certain NPCs like personalities. Like we're going to have villagers with personalities. But no, that's not what they did. They're like, no, we're just going to have like an AI helper, except he doesn't help you do anything. All right, I have completely lost this. I didn't think I moved that far, but I have completely lost. Hold on. I have no idea where that Wraith Lord is. Couldn't have been that far. I barely moved. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to tell you guys, look at this. I got magnesium. Which means I can upgrade my speed. I need more dust. How much dust do I have? 15? Alright. We'll just do one of these. Perfect. Oh, yeah. I picked up Archmage's robe and hood as well. Speed. All right. Upgrade. Oh, it's going to be a long time for the next one. I forgot I had that upgrade in there. I was sitting on it for this whole episode. But now we're going 40. For me, like 45 is the sweet spot. It's fast enough to feel like you're moving, but slow enough that stuff still has time to load. Yes, please do hit that like button. Thank you, William Kimbrough. Also, because I want to be ideologically consistent, I am going to be putting out a video tomorrow where I debut my new channel art, because the channel art I currently have, and you'll notice I've already gotten rid of the avatar that I was using. I got a new avatar now. I commissioned a real human artist to make me some channel art, which I will be debuting tomorrow. And I will be sharing this artist's information in the video if anybody wants to hire them. They're good people and they need work, and they do good work. I was very happy with the work that they did. What is this? Oh wait, I think I found the shack. Is that the shack? I don't know. That might not be. That might not be the. Yeah, no, it's not the shack. It's just a fabricator. Bye. Because if you know, when I made the channel initially, like, I had zero money. I was just, I was just doing it for fun. I, you know, like 2 subscribers. I thought, let me go and just, you know, get a generative AI thing, just make some stupid character. I did keep the character. I'm still going to be Slappy Box. I'm still going to have the TV head. But this time, it is drawn by a real human artist. And I feel like, you know, I have a little bit of resources to pay somebody. I should pay them. I can't complain about other people using AI if I myself am using AI. It just felt wrong. Okay, so this is the building that I was by earlier. So I should be getting close to that. Let me stop here for a second and let some islands load in. It says young man. I'll never get tired of that. Youngin', little whippersnapper. You go, bless your dig nib. Whippersnappers with your flippity gibbets, dig nibbit. Oh yeah, no, I hate that. And then they like flood the zone, and what ends up happening is like, and it's not just as a creator. Like obviously as a creator, I get frustrated when someone's looking for content and they can't find mine because some jerk went and made 900 AI videos that all look like mine. I mean, that hasn't happened to me yet, but it's only a matter of time. But as a viewer, as just someone who watches YouTube, most people who create content on YouTube start off as YouTube viewers. I have, like, let me tell you guys, I have 6 YouTube accounts, right? One for my channel, and then the other 5 are like different categories of, because I want to have different algorithms, right? So I have one that's just politics, so that my other 5 are not inundated with politics and stuff, right? And then I have one that's just gaming, and a separate one that's just movies and TV shows, like behind the scenes stuff, production stuff, like Hollywood rumor mill stuff, like box office stuff. Because I'm really in, like, I'm into cinematography, and I'm into like box office, and like there's this one guy, Charts with Dan. I love his channel. He's so good. I've never seen anybody make a bar chart so fun to look at. And then I have another one that's just for Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So obviously, because I've got so many YouTube channels, and then of course I've got one that's just like all those like commentary guys, like Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez, and who else do I have over there? Like Philip DeFranco. What is his name? Eddie Burback. Like, and as somebody who likes to watch that, I want to see real people, you know? That's one of the things that all these channels have in common is it's a dude in front of a camera. It's not AI. I mean, I started in second ed, right? And I've kind of progressed along. Let me see, what do I got here? Oh, that's right. That spits out dust. I didn't need to grind up that crystal. I could have just waited. That's okay. I'll have another ship. I'll use it for that. Currently, I had somebody who said they wanted to teach their kids D&D. So I said, don't worry, I'll take care of the books. And I went to a local shop. I like to support local game stores. And I bought a player's handbook. 2 of them, in fact, because there's 3 kids. And I didn't want them to fight over the books. I figure if there's 2 books, it's very unlikely that all 3 of them will want it at the same time. 2 should be enough. And I bought a monster manual, a DMG, so that the dad could, because the dad's running the game, and that way he has all the books that he needs. And then I also, because I wanted to give him a little something extra so they could you know, like kind of see what's out there. So I bought him Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which is a great, fun little book. Got a lot of cool stuff in it. And I bought a set of dice for everyone. So I bought like 6 sets of dice. Altogether, it ran me like $250. It was like, this is not a cheap hobby anymore. Granted, it's a one-time investment, but it was a lot. And, but it's fun, you know, like we go every week and me and our 2 buddies and the one guy's 3 kids, when we all play D&D together. And so I built what I do is I set up my character so that, because he's a fighter, but he's like a battlefield commander subclass, something or other, where he's got this ability where I can switch places with somebody and then let them take my attack turn. And then they get their own attack turn on top of that. So what I'll do is I'll take one of the kids, pull them to the, like I'll go out in the front, right? And I'll take all the hits because I've got heavy armor and a shield and I'm a fighter, so I got a lot of hit points. I take all the hits. And then when it comes to my turn, I switch places with one of the kids, say, take my turn, and they go and beat the tar out of the bad guy. Then they take their turn and they beat the tar out of the bad guy more and get the, you know, 3, 4, 5 kills in one round. And they have fun. They get like, I killed a bunch of guys. And the youngest one, he's like 9 years old. He's over here like, I just killed 6 guys. Why aren't you doing anything? And I'm like, I couldn't help but laugh because it's like, he doesn't realize he got those kills because of me. But that's fine. I wanted him to be happy and have a good time. And, you know, he feels really cool now. Like he's, oh, I'm super cool. I killed all these guys. And the cool thing is, not only do I let them take my attack action, I also give them an extra 1d8 of damage on top of whatever they were going to do. It's a really good class if you want to let someone else take the spotlight, which is what I was going for. But yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I prefer channels that don't use AI because a big part of it for me is the personality of the presenter. Like, I don't just want to watch some random person playing a video game. I want to watch Markiplier. I want to watch Jacksepticeye. I want to watch PewDiePie. I don't want to watch random AI number 236. You know, it's... And YouTube has started to crack down on it. Like, for example, if you upload an AI video, you have to put on there that it's AI. Like, it's required, or they'll, like, delete the video. They might even ban your channel if you do it a lot. But I wish that they would have... You know what? The YouTube's filter... Search needs a filter. Like, I want to be able to, like, say, like... You can search for videos, but you can't filter videos. I can't say, like, show me, you know, cat videos, and then be like, now filter out all the ones that are AI and only show me the real ones. Oh, hey, guys, check this out. For those of you that don't know, I just spotted this directly behind me. And it just disappeared, but that's okay, I know where it is. I'm going to show you guys where to find a recharge station really easy. Which I don't have a recharge station on this ship yet. I don't really use magic, so it's not that big a deal, but... Oh, wait, hold on. I see a vault. I'm gonna go hit that real quick. Yeah, for recharging books and staffs. Magic weapons, basically. I fly away, wanna fly away. I knew he was coming, I just didn't know what side. Not that I'm ever going to use those, but I didn't have the blueprint for them. All right. Let's see. We got one shot. Ah, look at that. One shot. Oh, got some good stuff that time. The one I have? This weapon is unequivocally, and it's not even close, the best weapon in the game. And yes, it is better at level 0 than any other weapon, even at level 10. Except for something specialized like maybe Scarlet Scythe. A level 10 Scarlet Scythe might be able to go toe-to-toe with this thing. Just because like they both do monster damage, but the Scarlet Scythe does it faster. But at that point, like, you're talking about being at a point where you're doing ridiculous amounts of damage to the point that the numbers don't even matter. It's like, it doesn't matter if you hit a Colossus with 10,000 damage or 20,000 damage. Both of them are going to one shot. So beyond a certain point, the amount of damage is irrelevant. It doesn't matter which one does more. They both do one shot. The exact number doesn't matter. One shot is a one shot. But if one of them does it faster, it's the better weapon. And like, if you get lucky and you find your Capybara merchant early and you can get that Scarlet Scythe, obtaining the Scarlet Scythe is a lot easier too. You only need a couple stacks of gold coins to just buy one. And that's it. You don't have to craft it. You don't have to find a fabricator to build one. You just find the merchant, you buy it, and that's it. You're done. Whereas with this thing, first you have to find the blueprint. Then you have to get enough aluminum to make 8 ingots. Then you have to find a fabricator to build it. Then you need to find all of the components to upgrade it, which includes more ingots. And all the little, like, Tsar tire treads. And those things, like, I've had people say, oh, they're all over the place. Like, yeah, but I haven't had good luck with them. And I don't like the fact that I need like 500 of them to upgrade the sword. That's not to say that this isn't an amazing weapon. Like I said, it is objectively the best weapon in the game. But there are pros and cons to every weapon. It's the best one, it's not a perfect one. There's trade-offs. Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 of them at this point, because I went and farmed the Cappy for a couple of days, where I just, every 4 hours, I went back and bought something else. So I've got at least 2 of every single thing that he sells. Some items I have like 3 or 4. The other thing he's good for is, there are certain items, I think the Scarlet Scythe, like the big thing that it needs to upgrade is, it uses a lot of Manolite. But Capybara Merchant sells them in stacks of like 4 or 5. So you can build up a huge pile of them relatively fast, on top of what you normally find by just going around and farming them up. I used, I don't know, like 350 of them to upgrade, to max out my Scarlet Scythe. And by the time I was done upgrading it and you know, going back and forth from the, because knowing that I had to use it, as I was farming the Scarlet Scythe, I didn't get it on the first try. I had to go back to the merchant several times to get the scythe. And every time I did, I bought 5 more Manolite. And eventually, when I got the scythe, by the time I had like 500 Manolite. So it wasn't even an issue. And it's one of the things that it's like a subtle thing that they do, where one of the resources that you collect as you are farming for an item, like for example, another good example is a shield. The ice shield. I forget what it's called, like the crystal something. It gives you bonuses to ice damage. The way you acquire that is you go and find ice and mine the ice. And every time you break ice and you don't get a shield, which is hundreds of times before you get your first shield, you just get ice. So that by the time you get the shield, oh, well, now I've got, you know, 5 stacks of ice, so I've got all the resources I need to upgrade the shield. Just walks on, walks off. All right. It is a lot of work, but I mean, that's the game, you know? Let's see, where are we at here? 36? I believe I said I was going to do this. Yeah, it's 37, 38, and then 39, and we'll figure out 40 when we get there. Not sure what I'm going to do with 40. I think it's, yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's an exceptionally intelligent grind, because you go through all this trouble to get this weapon that kind of starts out weak, but because you've already done all the grinding for the resources to find it, it's an explosion of power, because you get the item and then you can immediately upgrade it to like +7. The mushroom hat is another one. You have to, it's like a 0.5% chance. It's like a 1 in 200. So you'll have 3 or 4 stacks of like every mushroom in the game before you find it. Da-da-da-da. I sometimes, like I've been trying to not respond to stuff that I see on the Discord as much because, like, I don't like getting worked up, you know? When I was younger, I got angry a lot, and I don't like getting angry. I don't like the way it makes me feel. You know? Like, it's not nausea, but it's like a discomfort. Yeah. I don't have one in this save. Basically, it looks like this. And when you pick these mushrooms, there's a 0.5% chance that you'll get a hat that looks like this mushroom that gives you bonuses to poison damage and resistance. And to upgrade the hat, you need like 50 of these and 50 of these and 50 of these. And I think 50 of these, like every mushroom goes into it. I think also this one, but I'm not sure. Yes, Cappy does sell it. I have one as well. I got it from Cappy because it's so hard to find. And it comes from a mushroom that even this mushroom, like you see, what did I have? I've only got 10. As long I'm on like day 12 of this map. I've found 10 of them. But you look at every other mushroom I've got, and it's like, you know, I got 6 because this one is like way high up. I got 79 of these. I got 31 of these. Like, it's a very rare mushroom. It only spawns in swamp biomes, in caves, and only certain types of swamps. So it's exceptionally... The mushroom itself is already rare, and then getting the hat from the mushroom is even more rare on top of that. On my Steam, my block list has 2,000. Way too negative, or yeah. I don't even go on Steam, man. That's like the Steam community. Like, I'm sure there's some nice guys in there. I don't want to like blanket label them all because that's not cool. But there's a lot of guys in there. Like, I mean, I know some of you are aware of that one guy that was just like. He was arguing with another player who is on the Discord, and the other player was talking, and this guy was like kind of new to the game, you know? He said he'd only played like an hour and a half or so of the game, and when he saw the challenge, he's like, you know, that looks like about a 90-minute challenge. And this other guy just railed into him, calling him stupid and dense and moronic, and it's like, and then he started saying things that were just objectively, provably wrong. And he said that with such confidence. Like, he was so sure that he was right, and he was just incredibly wrong. But eventually, at one point, like, the guy's like, he says, oh yeah, well, they'll show me a screenshot. So the guy goes and does the run, shows him a screenshot, like, look, the king's right there. It's, you know, 900 blocks up, and he's only a couple hundred blocks, or 700 blocks, not even, because there was a hole in the back of the throne room, so you didn't need to go to the top. He's only like 615 blocks up, and he's only about 800 blocks away from spawn. Super close. And, oh, right, the recharge station. Yeah, let me go do that. So where is it? There it is. It's directly underneath me. All right. So, and he goes, and you forgot to turn off your wall hacks, cheater. And the guy wasn't using wall hacks. He was using life scan. And he goes, I'm not using wall hacks. This is a skill in the game. It's life scan. He goes, no, life scan doesn't detect undead. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, like, has this guy even played this game?
Because he's saying things, it's like a level 1 skill. Anybody who's used it even once knows he's wrong. Alright, so this building right here, you see this with the tower in the corner here? It's got this big tower on one corner, and it's got that dome over the front door. We're not going in the front door. We're going in through this tower. And it's got these cute glass, like... You can't take this. If you take it, it just turns into fluid. And it's full of mortivars. You do get a lot of fluid in this building. And there's actually some really cool stuff. There's some lore stuff in this building, right? Let me just take these guys out real quick here. We're really low altitude. That's why these are like super easy kills. I'm not like, what am I at right now? 612. All right, girls, get in line. You can all get your turn at dying. Sometimes there's a couple times I found the blue dust. I forgot the crystal of force dust in a holder over here. This is all trash. I don't need any of this. I don't need that either. But I am going to take all of this stuff. Anything in here that's glowing, take it. It's all... And then here is... Hold on. Let me deal with this guy real quick. And now, they do something really cool here, right? So this is the charging station. You can just break it and take it, right? There's Grimrock here. So that if you want to make another one, you don't need to go and find a swamp biome, or not a swamp, a jungle biome. You've got the Grimrock right there. And it also, like in the lore, it explains, like, this is how they made it. They found some Grimrock. And they made their own recharging station. People with the least experience have the loudest voice. Yes, this is true. Let's see what we got here. In the rotten biome, we found the steamer spiders. They did not attack us immediately. They stood and watched as if counting how many of us there were. That felt somehow worse than charging. But, I mean, that's a cool bit of lore, but that's not the bit of lore that I was talking about down here. Nor are these papers that are on the wall, which I'm going to take. Cool bit of lore is over here. Look at this. They got a steamer in a cage. And you see that right there? That's a dead Grimford. There's so much lore in this room. Yep, the site. Well, that's because they're labs. You see those in the. Although this one goes up to 3. 1, 2, and 3. Huh. You see those as well in the forest biomes, wherever you find a lab with like steamer components and a steamer key. And what else do we got in here? Ooh. I'm pretty sure I checked this chest. I did, yes. Don't need bone meal. Did I check this already? Oh, I did not. Alright. How do I... That'll go in. There we go. Okay. I've never seen a number 4. I've only ever seen 1, 2, and 3. But if there's a 4, that's cool. So yeah, this is where you want to go and look if you're looking, and it's got a tall and a short column and everything. This is the structure you're looking for a charging station. Big tower on one corner, big square building, tower in one corner, dome in the front. Where can I put this? I mean, I guess I could just put it like right here. I mean, it works. I can get past it. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'll do. And then make it look extra cool. No, not that one. Well, let's see how they look. That one looks kind of cool. That looks like a lightsaber. We're keeping that one. I think that's the ice one, or is it the... Yeah, it's frost. Okay. The apprentice, or not apprentice, but like the basic frost rod and the advanced lightning rod are the two coolest looking rods in the game. All right. I don't know why I'm not carrying this stuff with me. I should at least have these two. Do I have? I don't. Nope, that's just wood. All right, I'll put that there. Coins. I forgot to make more potions. I'm just gonna make a huge amount and just let them cook. Oh, it's maxed out. Okay. There. All right. A bit of a bumpy ride today, but we got her done. I'm going to continue the hunt on Friday for more Grimford golems. I'm probably going to need quite a few because I think you need one Grimford golem heart to make each of the items. So that's 4. But then I think you need another one at some point to upgrade each one of them. So that's 8. So we'll see. But in the meantime, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.